Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a daytime to nighttime look using the Marc Jacobs Holiday Palette. This is the 20 pan iconic eyeshadow palette. I did just haul this in my Sephora haul, so if you are interested in seeing what I come up with on my eyes today, then just go ahead and keep watching. If you did not see my Sephora haul, I will link it up in the cards above, but I think like right here. But this is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. It's absolutely beautiful. I think this is a really great variety of colors, and I think I can really get a couple of, really great looks out of this palette. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I went ahead and zoomed you in. And I do get this really big mirror in the palette, so I'm going to be using that. I'm first going to be priming my eyes using the Urban Decay Primer Potion. And this doesn't have a tint or anything to it, it's just going to go on the lids. I mean, it kind of looks like it does, but it doesn't really. Ooh. Put that in using my finger. You can use a brush to prime your lids, but I normally don't. I'll use, actually most of the time I don't even use an eyeshadow base. I just use my concealer to prime my eyelids, but I figured for this video it might be better if I used an eyeshadow base. And then we'll just set that using this color right here. It's kind of like a bone, like off-white color from the palette. And first we're going to be doing kind of the more daytime appropriate, which kind of makes sense because we wouldn't want to go from, you know, a nighttime to a daytime. Just want to make it kind of, I'm taking this bone shade all the way up to my brow bone just because there isn't really a brow bone highlighter in here anyway, so I figured I'd just kill two birds with one stone and kind of take it all the way up to the brow bone. And next I'm going to be taking, what color do I want? I think a mixture of, well, maybe not a mixture, kind of this color right here and maybe a little bit of this color down here. So this color and possibly that color right there mixed together. Okay, so if you do purchase this palette, nope, that these eyeshadows are a little bit powdery. And this is going to be our transition shade. See, they're a little bit powdery. I don't know if you can see that or not, but the pickup is a little bit, it's there a little bit. Just tap off the excess because they are a pretty powdery eyeshadow. Whenever I do my transition shade, I like to, and this is more of a technique for kind of hooded eyelids, is going a little bit above your crease to create that more wide-eyed effect with your eyeshadow. But I tend to do it anyway, and I don't have hooded eyelids, so I take this deep brown shade here and put it more in like the outer V area. And what I would usually do in a more daytime appropriate look is I would just probably stick with it just looking like this if I were just going to work or something. But you could definitely throw like one of these more shimmery shades in there. So you could throw like this peachy shade. It's kind of like a shimmery shade, or you could do something even deeper than that. You could do like one of these two shades here. They're both kind of shimmery. I put some brown liner in my waterline as well, and my tight line. I know a lot of people don't like watching this, but I really like doing it because it kind of intensifies that upper lash line. Makes your lashes look a little bit thicker. However, if you do stab yourself in the eye, it does actually make your eyes water. So. I think that's with anything that you might accidentally, I'm totally not in frame, with anything that you might accidentally stab yourself in the eyeball with. So just put a brown brow pencil, or not a brow pencil, gosh, liner pencil. This is Espresso from Geek. In my waterline, on my tight line, just throw on some mascara and then I would be good to go. So let me just throw on some mascara real quick. And on a daily basis, this is just kind of my idea of an everyday look. I know it's a simple one, but it's just my idea of an everyday look. And when you, ooh, there's a little bit of fallout. When you are doing an everyday look, just remember, if you feel like it, you can throw on a pair of false lashes. I don't on a daily basis because I am a person who enjoys my sleep. I'm a person who enjoys my sleep. And so when I'm getting ready for work or anything like that, I just kind of like, I don't want to have to throw on a pair of false lashes. I don't want to take that extra time in the morning to have to do that. So I'm gonna leave my lower lash line bare for now, but this is kind of like your everyday makeup look. Something that you could definitely see in this palette, but not really something that you would gravitate towards with all the great colors. So I kind of wanted to show you an everyday, more wearable look first. And now we'll move on to the more dramatic. And I'm thinking maybe I want to use like this teal color. I don't know, maybe I'll just get creative. Morphe M330, it's just tapered blending brush, and I am gonna go ahead and take this teal shade here, and ooh, that's some fallout. Just tap that off a little bit. But super pretty and super pigmented. Juvia's Place J117 Precision brush. It's just a little bit more of a precise brush. And I can really get, oh yes, so much better. So I think I might want to do kind of a halo eye There's a color in here, and I know it's like so boring because it's like every other palette that kind of ends up coming out, but it's like this, and I may change my mind by the end of it, but it's like this oil slick kind of color right here that has the shift to it. It's like that maroon green shift. But I can't say that I've used it yet because this is my first actual tutorial type of video on my channel, which is really exciting. So far this is looking a little bit messy, but it will look better by the end. I'm sure you hear that all the time from people here on YouTube. I'm sorry if you can hear my daughter in the background. She's downstairs with my mom. My mom's watching her so that I can film a couple of videos. Okay, so this is actually ending up perfectly the way that I wanted it to, which is shocking because I expected this to be a total 100% fail. Because, you know, being my first tutorial and everything, and using blue, I mean, I thought I was going to end up looking like I had two black eyes, but it's actually turning out pretty decent. And yeah, I think that I'm now ready. So I am gonna take this oil slick color right here, but I think I'm gonna do like the very, very center with this kind of green silver reflective color right there. So we'll see how it goes. I mentioned in a video before that I hate putting on shadows with my finger, but it's happening. I think I am gonna take this color right here. It is kind of a silvery green color. This is the one I just laid down, and this is the one that I'm gonna take now and just put on the very center. Sorry, I'm not trying to like flip you off. I'm probably, for my first tutorial, sitting here with like my mouth wide open or something. That's what I've got so far. I'm gonna blend it out. Okay, so now I think I'm just going to take a bit of maybe this color here that we started off with in the transition area to kind of blend out. Okay, so let's try and intensify that blue a little bit on the outside. And I actually might gonna take this and intensify it a little bit. But I think what I also may do, I just want to repeat the same thing on both sides so that I'm not, you know, creating two separate looks on my eyes. Okay. Because this is such a precise brush, you can get kind of like right where you need to with it. And I want to do something with like this color up here. It's like a shimmery, maybe I'll put that on. No, I don't want to do too much. I think I might be done. I'm gonna take this brush again that I used before. I'm gonna smoke out the lower lash line. I'm going to take that fun, sparkly blue color, and I'm going to run it on my, I hope this is not a mistake. I hope I don't mess everything up by doing this. Doesn't even really look like, I don't know. To me, it doesn't really look like anything special of a color. I think all the, there's like a little bit of glitter in it, and I was really hoping that that was going to come through on camera, and I don't even think it's coming through in real life. So that was disappointing. I'm actually going to take some of this silver shade, gonna wipe my brush off, some of this silver shade that we put in the center at top, and kind of go down here in the center. Like kind of mirror the halo effect that we had up top. Now I'm gonna go off camera. I'm gonna throw some mascara on my lower lash line, and I'm going to potentially put on some liner and false lashes, and I will be right back. Okay, so I am back. I have thrown on a little bit of eyeliner, some eyelashes, finished off with some highlight and an inner corner highlight. Lips are done, everything, and I am ready to give you my opinions. This is a great palette. I really enjoyed it. I just like the variety that you have for the looks that you can create with this palette. It's amazing. There are, as I said before, 20 shades in this palette. There's a variety of finishes and all of that. I wasn't disappointed by any color. I have swatched all of them. And I wasn't disappointed in any color except this one up in the top corner. I don't know if you'd be able to see it, but it is just this super intense, like kind of shimmery color, and it didn't transfer that way over onto my lower lash line. That's the color that I used, and it ended up looking just like this color here. So these two colors, when applied to the eyes, ended up looking exactly the same. As you can see, when you swatch them, they are extremely different. So those are the only two that was the only one that I was really disappointed in, was the one that's kind of a navy blue shimmery type of color. All other colors were really incredible. I mean, the color payoff on the first color that I used on my eyelid was not great. I think if I would have put another shade underneath it, maybe it would have been more intense, but it was a pretty blank space, and I did just throw on kind of a topper shade on top of my on top of just my bare eyelids. So would I recommend purchasing this palette? Yes. Is it fairly expensive? Yes. This palette is $99. It is limited edition. I bought this strictly because I bought the one last year and fell in love with it, and now I have this one for this year. All of these shades are extremely beautiful, extremely pigmented. It was just the reflect in the one shade that I wasn't happy with. The color itself is beautiful. So that's it, you guys. Those are my thoughts on this Marc Jacobs iconic 20 eyeshadow palette. Please let me know if there's anything else that you would like me to review down in the comments below. I would love to review any of your suggestions. As well, go ahead and click like on this video, subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.